All right, greetings, good evening, welcome friends and yogis. We are getting started in just a few minutes. If we don't know each other, my name is Anna MC. I'm here to guide you through a power yoga flow, focusing in on our core today, specifically our side body, our lats, or our obliques. So yeah, heads up on that. If you would like some jams for practice, I did post a playlist for you on my Instagram story. You can find me at the.anna.mc. Head to my story, queue up that playlist on your Spotify, and just throw it on in the background. Getting started in a few minutes. As always, please remember, if you are able to consider donating. You can find our donation link at blackswanyoga.com/live. Those donations do go directly to us teachers who are here and happy to provide these flows for you. So yeah, start to get settled in, friends. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Hello, friend. Just saw someone join in. We're getting started in just a couple minutes. You're in for a power yoga flow. If you want some jams for practice, I threw a playlist up on my Spotify or on my Instagram story with a link to my Spotify. You can find that at the.anna.mc. So if you want some music, go ahead, head there real quick, cue that up. We're getting started in just a couple minutes. Okay, let's see. Take my glasses off. All right. Hello, greetings, friends. If you're just joining, you are in for a power yoga flow. We'll be focusing in on our core today, mostly our side body, so our obliques, our lats a little bit, stabilizers, if you will. If we don't know each other, my name is Anna MC. I'm happy to be here guiding you through this flow. If you want some tunes for practice, head to my Instagram story. You can find a link to my Spotify playlist there. You can find me on Instagram at the.anna.mc. As always, if you are able, if you have the means, if you feel called to, please consider donating to our teacher support fund. You can find that link at blackswanyoga.com/live. All those funds go directly to us teachers who are here flowing with you. Let's go ahead and start to get settled in. We are going to start in a child's pose today. I'm going to give you a second because we're just hitting that 7 o'clock mark. So I'm going to give folks a second to just kind of come on in, to arrive. Yeah, power yoga flow, probably going to sweat. That means I'm going to grab a towel real quick because I always sweat when I practice. So yeah, if you're like me, consider grabbing a towel, just in case you start to sweat. And that's it. Let's get settled into a child's pose, friends. If you don't want to start in child's pose, don't. Start in a seat instead or on your back, whatever is fine. We won't be here super long, but we are going to take a moment to kind of ground in, to find our breath, and to arrive. So find a comfortable starting shape, child's pose or otherwise. Whatever shape you choose, settle in, close your eyes, and allow yourself to be still. As you come into this stillness, draw your attention to your breath. Without changing it yet, notice its inherent pacing and rhythm. Notice the spaces that it fills and how that affects your body. Can you feel your belly and rib cage expanding and contracting against your thighs? And what else do you notice here? Take a little scan. Check in for any tension or discomfort. Should you locate any, just ask yourself whether that tension is familiar or new, and whether or not it's within your control. Can you make a conscious effort here to release the eyebrow, to unclench your jaw, to relax your shoulders, your thighs? And we'll take a few deep breaths together, exploring the spaces we have available to us. So let's start by sending breath down to the low belly first, and then a big exhale. Good. Now fill up the low belly and then the rib cage. And then a big exhale. This time we fill the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Fill all the way up. And sigh everything out. Good. We have so much space available to us. Throughout practice today, I really want to encourage you to take slow, steady breaths, exploring how long a breath can actually take. Let that be your guiding force. Now before we get going, maybe you choose to set an intention for practice. That little reminder that yoga is more than a physical practice. So maybe you invite in the idea of non-attachment, non-violence, present time awareness. Or perhaps you know what brought you to your mat tonight. You have something you want to focus on. It can be physical or spiritual or emotional. Just take a moment here to remind yourself why you're doing this practice. Whatever the reason is totally fine. Let's take a breath together and then we'll get moving. Take a deep inhale. Big open mouth release. Good. On an inhale, pull yourself forward to a tabletop. Good. Let's just take a little bit of natural movement since we were in that child's pose for a couple of minutes. So any little wiggles you need to take right now to just drop in to get the blood flow going back in. Good. How are we doing today, y'all? I really miss being in person with you. I wish you could talk back to me. Not that most of you do, even when I ask you stuff in the studio, but it's nice to feel your presence. So know that I miss y'all, but I'm still happy to be here with you virtually. And if you know me, you know that we're not going to start without some cat-cows. So find a neutral tabletop, spread the fingers, soften the elbows, and then inhale to drop the belly as you lift your gaze and tailbone up. Exhale, lead with the pelvis. Draw the navel in, round up the spine, press the ground away. Tuck your chin for your cat pose. Inhale, belly drops, gaze and tailbone lift up, shoulders slide down the back. Exhale, press, curl, round. Cycle through this a few times. Really begin to explore that full length and sound of breath. Giving yourself permission to move slowly, to be heard, and to experience every sensation here, as well as any other variations you might need to take. You have a couple breath cycles. We'll meet back in a neutral tabletop to build a little bit of heat in the belly. So we're going to find a little bit of focus on our core today, our stabilizers. So that's going to be everything through here, right? Getting the shoulder girdle a little bit as well. From here, coming back to neutral, let's reach that right arm forward, thumb facing up, plug the shoulder back into its socket. Now extend your left leg to float behind you. Flex your toes toward the ground. Pause here. Take a moment to stabilize and knit the ribcage in. Take a big inhale. Slowly on the exhale, knee and elbow meet in the middle. Round your spine. Think cat pose. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Control it. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, empty all the way out. Inhale, reach. Tabletop, exhale. Cow pose, inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, neutral, switching sides. Left arm forward, thumb up, shoulder back. Right leg back, toes flex down. Pause. Knit the ribs in. Take an inhale. Exhale, round it out. Hug your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, reach. Control it. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, get small. Two more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, empty. Inhale, reach. Exhale, empty. Inhale, reach. Tabletop, exhale. Single cat-cow. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. Good. So just a little bit more work before we really get moving. So we're going to come into a sort of modified stargazer or side plank. So we're going to start by turning the left toes over toward the left edge of the mat. So my shin is now paralleling the short edge. Then I'm going to extend my right leg long, toes pointing down, spinning onto the left hand and the left knee, rolling the left ribcage open. Let's reach the right arm overhead, extend energy through the fingers, plug the shoulders down. So we're pointing through the toes. We're just going to do a little bit of side crunches to kind of focus in on and bring awareness to that right side body. So hold here for an inhale. On the exhale, draw your knee and elbow toward each other. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Slow and steady. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Two more. Last one. Good. Extend. And back to tabletop. One cat-cow. And we switch sides, spinning onto the right hand. That right shin is now paralleling the short edge of the mat. Left leg extends long. Left fingers reach overhead. We're pointing through the fingertips and the toes, spiraling open and pressing the ground away. Stay here, big inhale. Exhale, take that little crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Can you control the motion? 2 more. Last one. And come back to that tabletop. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. Inhale, tabletop, tuck your toes. Down dog, exhale, send the hips up and back. Take a few beats here, my friends. First down dog of practice. Check in. Pedal out the knees. Maybe you take a twist. Maybe you your hips windshield wiper. Again, just notice what and where you're feeling. Can you make space for this to be different today? Because guess what? Every day will be different, right? How do we show up with that little bit of non-attachment? I'm not where I was yesterday, I'm where I am today. Can I be okay with that? Good, we're spreading through the fingers, pressing through the fingertips, shoulders sliding down the back, navel drawing up. From here, on an inhale, let's lift the heels high, softly bend the knees, look between your hands. We're gonna take at least 7 or 8 tiptoe steps to the top of your mat. Really small, really intentional. Lifting the tailbone up the whole way. When your feet meet your hands, bend your knees a lot. Let your head hang heavy. Find a rag doll. Maybe you grab elbows and sway. Maybe you shake the head yes or no. Definitely flutter the lips out. Just get as weird as you need to here, friends. Good. Beautiful. Now from here, with the knees generously bent, let's just slowly straighten the right knee out. Left fingertips root underneath the shoulder. Inhale to peel that right arm up toward the ceiling, drawing the shoulder down the back. Feeling that stretch along the right side, but also just working on opening up through the ribs. Hold here for an inhale. And exhale to fold. Good. Left leg straightens, right fingers under the shoulder. Notice that space there. Inhale, peel that left arm up. Draw the shoulder back. Roll that right rib cage open. Is the left side different than the right? Probably. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Keep your knees softly bent. Inhale to a half lift. Navel draws in, shoulders slide down the back, fingertips root into the floor or shins. And exhale, fold. Let's do that again, leading from the navel. So we draw the navel in to lengthen and lift the spine, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. What's it like if we start to lead from center? Inhale, navel in, lengthen, lift. Exhale, fold. Keep the knees bent, slowly on an inhale, roll to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. When you arrive, shoulders come up to the ears, down the back, palms forward for your mountain pose. Draw the navel in, pinch the shoulders back. From here, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Take your arms overhead, create a steeple grip, interlacing all 10 fingers except the pointer and the thumb. Shoulders still drawing down the back, navel still pulling in. Take an inhale, lift the heart. On the exhale, reach your fingertips to the left. Press your hips over to the right. Roll that right shoulder into the socket. Keep actively driving the hips over. Breathing into the right side body. Good. Inhale up through center. Look up. Exhale, fingers to the right, hips press to the left. Left shoulder going where? Where it belongs. Breathing into the left rib cage. Good. Inhale, take it up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Take it down. Bend your knees. Keep the knees softly bent. Inhale to a half lift. Draw the navel in to lift. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands. Step back 1 foot at a time. Shoulders still drawing down the back. Heels reaching back. Look forward, chin away from chest. Let's take 3 really solid breaths here. Deep inhale. Through the nose, long exhale. Again. Last one. Good. Keep looking forward, chin away from chest, little shift forward. Come to your knees, untuck your toes. With that continuous forward moving motion, lower the chest to the mat, elbows squeeze the ribs, toes untuck. Little baby cobra on the inhale. Peel the heart up, squeeze the elbows back, press the feet into the mat as you firm up your thighs. And exhale to release down, tuck your toes, high plank, inhale. Down dog, exhale, take a couple beats. All right, yogis, so if you know me, knees to the mat to baby cobra, that's my flow. It's the flow my body needs, it's the flow my body gets, all right? If chaturanga and up dog are your flow, take them. If you're like, what the heck's a flow? Use the same one I'm working anytime I say to flow. Knees to the mat to baby cobra. We're gonna roll through a few sun A variations, adding in those side bends, going one breath, one movement. Listen for the cues, keep it slow and steady. From down dog, let's clear this together. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Good. Inhale, heels up, look forward. The exhale, step, hop, or float. Take your time to land lightly. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, create that steeple grip. Exhale, fingers to the left, hips press to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, fingers to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant it, step it back. Lower half or all the way down. Baby cobra or up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Let's do this twice more. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, step, hop or float, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva with a steeple grip. Exhale, tip to the left, hips to the right. Inhale, up. Second side, exhale. Inhale, up. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow, meet, and down dog. All right, friends, once more with feeling. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, how do you arrive? Forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva, steeple grip. Exhale, tilt to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, tip to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow. Beautiful, yogis. Let's start to mix it up. So how it's going to work today is we're going to build up a different flow, right? It will have bigger postures, different postures. We're going to do that flow 3 times, but each time it's going to get a little bit longer, adding in a few more shapes, all right? So let's start to build up this first flow on our right side. From down dog, inhale, take your right leg up. Look at your pinky toe, make sure it's dialed toward the ground. We're flexing through the heel, lifting through the glute and hamstring without opening the hip. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Roll to the ball of the left foot. Hips lift as you come forward. Squeeze the obliques. Inhale, leg goes up. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, we're lifting the hips as we come forward. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, drawing across the body. Squeezing. Hold here. Extend your leg and inhale to your fallen triangle. We're on the sole of the left foot, the pinky toe to the right. We're pressing the ground away like we don't want none of that. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, plant your hand. Inhale, send your leg up and back. And exhale. exhale, knee to nose once again. Pause here, look down and out, and plant your foot between your hands for a low lunge. Right knee directly over the ankle. Let's look at that big toe, make sure it's pointing forward. Plug that right hip back to activate the glute. Really extend through that left heel, firming up the left thigh. Look forward, lengthen the spine. Let's hover the fingertips just about an inch off the floor, and then inhale to wing your arms back, lifting up about halfway for your power lunge. So let's wrap the triceps in, palms facing the floor, extending the heel back, lifting the ribcage away from the thigh, lengthen through the crown of your head. Take 3 lengthy, fiery breaths. Good. You can. Good. Hold for the inhale. On the exhale, warrior 2, we sweep the arms forward, upward, and we circle open. Beautiful. Take a second here. You might need to lengthen out your stance. Do it. Take up space. All this mat space is yours, right? Guess what? That knee is still over the ankle. That big toe is still pointing forward. What? I know. We're committing to the bend, actively drawing the right knee open toward the right edge of the mat. Pressing through the left pinky toe, getting ribs and hips in to find mountain pose from shoulder to hips. Energize finger to finger. Yeah, keep some nice awareness and strength through center here. Again, we're focusing on our core today. How is that helping us in this warrior 2? How is it stabilizing the pelvis? Look with laser focus over the front middle finger. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Good. On your next inhale, let's find a little reach forward. On the exhale, side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm to the sky. Notice how that right arm is interacting with the right leg. Are you dumping into the right shoulder? Could you instead press the ground away, rolling that rib cage open, using the muscles along your rib cage to assist you? Left arm up, shoulders plugging down into space. Beautiful, yogis. A couple breaths, keep pressing through that back foot. Good. Inhale, come up, straighten that right leg out, flip your right palm in a peaceful triangle. Lifting up here through the rib cage, drawing the shoulder down and back into the socket. Can you find height through the right rib cage without totally folding into the left? Take a big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down to a low lunge. Option for a one-legged flow. Step it back and meet in downward facing dog. Good, yogis. All right, I'm going to turn around to face you just for this first round. From down dog, inhale your left leg up. Again, the toes are squaring toward the ground. We're flexing through the heel, lifting with the glute and hamstring. Stay here, big breath in. On the exhale, we lift that heel, drawing the hips forward. Take that left knee to the left elbow. Empty out. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, heel high, draw across the body, twisting, holding. Extend the leg, fallen triangle, inhale. We're on the sole of the right foot, the pinky toe to the left. We're pressing the ground away because we still don't want none of that. Hold here, big breath in. Exhale, plant your hand. Inhale, three-legged dog, send it up. Exhale, knee to nose, look down and out. And plant your foot between your hands. We're going to draw that left hip back, firm the right thigh, reach the right heel back, lengthen through the spine. Float your fingertips and inhale to wing your arms back to a power lunge. Palms facing down, notice how that engages the triceps. Drawing in here, so we lengthen through the crown of the head. 3 steady breaths. You can do anything for 3 breaths. Good. Hold for the inhale. On the exhale, we reach forward, upward, circle open, warrior 2. Seal down, open up. Good, yogis. From here, we're ripping the floor apart with our feet. We have all this space going between our legs. We're neutral in our pelvis, engaged through center, shoulders down the back. Take a couple breaths. Good, inhale, little reach forward. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, top arm to sky. Draw that shoulder back. Notice if you're dumping down, can you use these muscles to lift the rib cage and open it up? A few solid breaths. Good, inhale, come up, straighten your left leg, flip your left palm, peaceful triangle, finding height through that rib cage without totally folding into the back. Get this long line of energy from the tips of our toes to the tips of our fingers. Take a big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back. Maybe it's a one-legged flow. We meet in down dog. So we're just going to add a couple of shapes here. Listen up for the changes. We'll go sort of one breath in the beginning, and then we'll slow down for those changes. I don't know if y'all can see me okay. Maybe that helps, maybe it doesn't. All right, from down dog, let's clear it out. Big breath in. Let it go however you need to. Starting with the right side, inhale your right leg up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, hold it, extend it, fallen triangle, inhale the left arm up. Exhale, plant your hand. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale to your power lunge. Airplane your arms back as you lift halfway. Exhale, warrior two. Open up, seal down. Pause here. This time, let's add in a little peaceful warrior here. So we're going to keep our legs in our warrior. Flip that right palm. Inhale to find height through the rib cage. I like to use my hand to give myself a little bit of assistance, spreading it out there. Stay here, big inhale. Exhale, side angle. Forearm to thigh, top arm to sky. Pause. With all of this idea of opening the rib cage, right, of using our obliques to keep this open, we're going to look down. I like to take my hand to my hip here to prep. You can just keep it high, whatever's up to you. We're going to look down. We're going to start to reach that right hand forward, shifting the weight to the right foot, and drawing the left leg up for half moon. And if you fall, guess what? Your mat is there to catch you, okay? So from that side angle, we look down, we pull the weight to the right foot, and we float the left leg, hip on hip, shoulder on shoulder, flexing through that heel, still using those same muscles along the rib cage to spiral the right rib cage open. Beautiful. Draw away from the ground here. Take any variation that pleases you today. Take your time. Land in a warrior two. Good. Straighten your front leg. Flip your front palm. Inhale to a peaceful triangle. Find height. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step it back. Option for a one-legged flow or no flow at all. We meet in down dog to take this on our second side. From down dog. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Fallen triangle, extend your leg. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, plant your hand. Three-legged dog in. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, power lunge, arms back, come halfway. Exhale, warrior two, come up and seal down. Pause here. From here, flip your palm. Inhale, peaceful warrior, find height, lifting through the left rib cage. Good. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, top arm to sky. Roll the rib cage open. Draw the shoulder down. Beautiful. Inhale, look down. Start to reach down, drawing your weight to your left foot as you float your right foot for your half moon. Notice how this knee still has just a little bit of a bend in it. Flex the right heel. Your bottom hand can always come to blocks, books, a water bottle, your waist, your heart, whatever. Maybe it just floats there for the first time ever today. And warrior two. Straighten out. Peaceful triangle, inhale. God, finding that height through the ribs. And exhale, cartwheel to flow. Flow like you need to. We meet in down dog to do this. One more time. Adding on some stuff, and then we'll do a little bit of work, then we'll cool down. Beautiful. All right, so here's how it's gonna go. We're gonna do everything we just did. One breath, one movement. Does that mean fast? No, Anna, it doesn't. Take it slow, take it steady. Once we get to the point where we're adding stuff on, I'll have you pause, okay? Let's clear this out together. From down dog. Big breath in, let her out. Let's do the damn thing. Right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, right knee to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow. Fallen triangle. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, hand plants. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, power lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip, reverse, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, look down, reach down. Exhale, half moon, float your leg. Hold for the inhale, flex the heel. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your leg, flip it, reverse it. Peaceful triangle, inhale, pause here. On the exhale, tee your arms out. Whew. Blood flowing. From here, look over your front middle finger. Start to reach those right fingertips forward, forward, forward. The pelvis is bumping back, rocking slightly to the left. When you can't go forward anymore, right arm goes where it lands naturally. Left arm goes to the sky. Draw the shoulder down. What are we doing here? We're still rolling that right rib cage open. Option to give a self-assist. Take your left hand to your right rib cage. Use it to physically roll open. Starting to tap into those muscles there, right? It's amazing how sometimes when a teacher comes by and just taps you in an area, you know, oh, I need to engage here. You can do that to yourself. I know, it's crazy, right? Now from here, let's reach out, left arm overhead, palm facing down. Reach your right arm forward, palm facing up. I'm gonna come out of this a little bit today because I'm having some low back issues. So I'm gonna breathe right here. You can be as high as I am. You can be a little further forward. Find what works for you while still challenging your core. Let's take 3 really solid breaths. Big breath in, big breath out. Again, big breath in, big breath out. One more time. Good, look down, and let's just sweep ourselves to a wide-legged fold. Toes turn slightly in, heels turn slightly out, head comes to hang heavy. I'm going to give you a few breaths, yogis. So just kind of go where you need to go. There's a lot of different flavors of a wide-legged fold that you can take, so go for them. You can play with a bind here. You can play with a twist. If you are working on an arm balance or inversion, you can always come to one of those. Just a couple breath cycles. Maybe come into a goddess squat or skandasana. Good, yogis, take your time. Start to make your way back to neutral here. We'll take the hands underneath the shoulders, spread through the fingers, and inhale to find a long, flat back. Shoulders sliding down the back for a strong core. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, leading from center, long, flat back. Exhale, fold. One more time. Pause here. On the exhale, look to your right and then start to crawl over to a low lunge. All 10 toes pointing forward, bending into the right knee. Now from here, let's come into a warrior three. How do we get there from way down here? Think about this back foot and what it's doing, right? It's going to help to propel us upward. So we're going to start to roll our weight forward, lifting that leg, hands coming to the heart. Flex those toes down. You can always take a supported warrior with your fingers underneath your shoulders. Wherever you are, we have a long line of energy from heel through hip through head. Maybe you stumble out, your high lunge is there to catch you. If you stumble out, it's just yoga, okay? Take your time, come back into it. We're just testing the waters, finding our limits, which again, are gonna be different on a daily basis. Beautiful, yogis. Stay here or fall. Hold for the inhale. And let's find chair pose. Step your left foot through to meet your right. Inseams of the feet touching. Sink the hips down. Thighs squeezing, weight in the heels. Bring more awareness to your core. So don't worry so much about how low your hips are. Worry about how engaged your center is. If your hip points are pointing at the floor right now, try to get them pointing forward by knitting the ribs and hips in, finding a neutral pelvis. Our thighs are wrapping inward to squeeze. Arms up or at the heart. Take a few breaths. Can you keep that breath steady? Good. One more. Good. Next, inhale. Let's start to sweep the arms back as you reach the heart forward, straightening out your legs. Lift your heels off the mat. Diver pose. Thighs squeezing together. Everything's zipped up the midline. Keep drawing that navel up. Shoulders pinch back. Option to hold here. If you're feeling a crow pose today, go for it, man. You can just plant your hands flat, wrap your elbows back, knees come to the backs of the triceps, and then start to rock that weight forward, right? Maybe it happens today, maybe it doesn't. It's just an option from that diver pose. Wherever you are, take your time. We'll meet in a forward fold, heels down, hands down. Good, half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow. We meet in down dog. To do this on our left side. And then we'll do a little bit of work and then we'll cool it down. All right, friends. Remember, we are moving one breath for the beginning part of this left side. From down dog. Left leg goes up on the inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Fallen triangle. Inhale to right arm high. Exhale, plant the hand. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, power lunge. Arms sweep back, long spine. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip, reverse, peaceful. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, look down, reach forward. Exhale, half moon, float the leg. Hold for the inhale, flex the heel. Exhale, land soft, warrior two. Straighten your leg. Inhale, peaceful, flip to reverse. Exhale, T through center, pause. As we reach that hand forward, hips are going to press back. Right hip slightly wraps around. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then that left arm comes wherever it lands naturally. That right hand can come to the left rib cage for that self-assist, reminding these muscles, our obliques, to help spiral our rib cage open. Right shoulder draws down, take a few breaths. Good, from here, reach that right arm forward, palm down. Left arm forward, palm up, take a few breaths. Keep rolling the rib cage open. You can come up as much as you need to out of this, especially if you're having low back issues. Good. Give me one more breath. Inhale, look down. Exhale to sweep yourself to that wide-legged fold. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out, drop the head. Try something different this time. Try grabbing your ankles maybe. Try taking both hands to one foot. See how that feels. Or the other. Maybe you get a little bit of core work. Tap, tap, tap. Maybe you take an arm balance. Choose your own adventure. It's your time. Remember that intention you set earlier? That reason you showed up on your mat? Maybe come back to it right now. Good. Slowly start to make your way back to neutral here. Hands under the shoulders. Spread through the fingers. Inhale, lead with the belly as you find that long, flat back. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold. Again. One more time. Good. Inhale, long, flat back. Look to the left. Exhale to your low lunge. All 10 toes turn to point forward. Now we're coming straight into warrior 3 from a low lunge. How do we get there? How's this foot going to help us, right? Find a little bend in that right knee. So you start to shift that weight forward. The fingers crawl and float, and that right heel lifts us up. We're flexing through the heel, knitting the ribs and hips together. Maybe you lose your balance. Breathe here. Maybe the fingertips are down for a supported warrior. If you fall, high lunge is there to catch. It will be different than yesterday, than last week. Come to that yogic practice of non-attachment, present time awareness. We meet in a chair pose. Right foot steps through to meet the left. Big toes touch, heels an inch apart. Sink those hips low. Take a few breaths here. Knit the hips and ribs closer together. Think of a neutral pelvis and a tall spine instead of low hips with a disengaged belly. Hands up or at the heart. Try lifting your toes off the mat. Make sure your weight's in your heels. You can just keep holding it. We're almost done. How's your breath? Full breath cycle. Good. Inhale, sweeps the arms back, lifts the heels up, draws the navel in for your diver pose. Thighs are squeezing, we're zipping everything up the midline. It's like someone's got a string attached to the navel and they're pulling it to the ceiling. How it got there, I don't know, but it is. Now you can hold right here, challenging your balance. If you want to play with the crow pose today, go for it. It's your time. You know why you showed up. Good. Take your time. We'll meet in a fold, heels down, hands down. Good. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow. We meet in downward facing dog. All right, yogis, here just a tiny bit of work, little bit, not a lot, and then we are going to cool down. Whew. Okay, how are we doing? Where are we at? 53, perfect. Okay. From down dog, clear it out, big breath in. However you need to let it go. Good. Let's find a high plank on the inhale, roll forward, shoulders over wrists. Hold here, big breath in, big breath out. Heels pressing back, big breath in, big breath out. One more. Good. Now we're going to come to a side plank on the right. So we're spinning the pinky toe edge of the right foot. We're on the right hand. We're pressing the ground away because guess what? We still don't want none of that. Options here to hold right there, to ground a knee in that supported side plank we did earlier when we did these little crunch guys, right? Or to float a leg if you need an added challenge. We're just here for a couple more breaths because I've been talking at you for a while, haven't I? Take a big breath in, big breath out. And through center. Other side, exhale. Come to the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Drive away from the floor. Float a leg for a challenge. Ground your knee and shin if you need a little support. Just a few breaths. Can you lift your hips a little bit higher? One more. High plank, come through center. 3 breaths. Good, hold for the inhale. And child's pose. Exhale. Whoo-wee. Yes, friends. Take a couple breaths. Back where we started. How is your breath now? Ooh, just choked on my own spit a little bit. Yeah, you're welcome. How's that breath? And what do you feel here? Maybe it's that physical sensation as oxygen enters and leaves your body. Maybe your awareness is drawn to your heartbeat. Perhaps it's pounding. Maybe you can feel the sensation of beads of sweat forming. Take a little scan. Make an active and conscious effort to release tension. Eyebrow, jaw, shoulders, hips, and thighs. A deep breath in, big breath out. Good. From here, on an inhale, pull yourself forward to a tabletop. You know what, let's do one cat-cow, just for the sake of it. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, tabletop. Find a quick high plank. And then we're just going to set up for pigeon on our right side. So bring that right leg through. Knee behind wrist, ankle behind opposite wrist, back toes untuck. Look over that left shoulder, make sure ankle, knee, and hip are in a straight line, and then turn that left hip to proud. Take a big expansive breath in. And the exhale, start to fold forward. Now, if you're getting knee pain here, if this just isn't happening today, right, you can always take a reclined figure 4, or you can play with a double pigeon variation, which if you've flowed with me before, you've probably played with. So find the flavor that suits your needs today. Try to be okay with what it is. Breathe to the low belly. Settle in. So we're going to be here for a few breath cycles. Can you concentrate breath into the right hip? Can you unclench your jaw? Keep the breath slow and steady. And let go of anything that's not serving you here. Stay here for a full breath cycle. Good. On the inhale, slowly start to walk back up to your hands. Stay with me. We're just going to start to turn toward the left, dropping that left hip point down, both sit bones on the ground. So got the right knee bent, the sole of the foot inside the left leg, left toes flexing up. Inhale, arms up. Turn your torso to face your left foot and exhale to reach for the foot. If you cannot reach it, bend your knee until you can. Because why? A bend in the knee is your friend. It just wants to help you and support you and give you the space you need. Let it. Can we start to let go of the ideas we have of what our body should be able to do, and instead just be okay with what it actually can do? Because guess what? If you can't do something, you just can't do it right now. That's the facts, friends, okay? It's really about how you approach that, right? Do you approach your body with love and compassion and understanding, empathy, or do you approach it with, I don't know, spite, right? Try not to be mad at your body. It's doing its best. Give it what it needs and work with it instead of fighting against it. Take your full breath. Good. Now from here, let's start to turn or take that left hand to the ball of the left foot. So that thumb is going to rotate down toward the ground as we grip the inseam of the foot. Then we're going to roll that left rib cage open and reach the right arm overhead. Breathing into the side body. Good. Inhale, come up, plant your right hand behind you. Let's take a stargazer. So we did a variation of this earlier. We're going to start to point through the left toes. Come onto the right shin as you take your right arm up. Press the hips toward the sky. Reach your left arm, your left arm. I do not know my left and right. Reaching the left arm overhead. And exhale, slowly lower back down. Now we simply take this to the other side. So I'm going to look at that left leg. I'm going to start to bend into it, dropping onto the left hip. Extend the right leg back. Find the shin on the mat. Ankle, knee, and hip, straight line. Dope. Hips pointing forward, even better. Start tall, start proud. And then exhale to surrender. Make space for this side to be different. It probably is. Maybe it's a reclined figure four or a double pigeon variation. Maybe you slide a book or a block underneath your left butt cheek. Definitely breathe to the low belly. Close your eyes and settle in, my friends. Unclench your jaw. Notice what comes up. Stay here for a full breath cycle. slowly start to press back up. Turn towards your right as you drop that right hip down. Boom, right toes flex out. Sole the left foot inside the right leg. Sit bones down, arms up, inhale. Turn to face your foot. Exhale, reach for it. Can't reach it? You know what to do. Little bit. Good. From here, start to walk the right hand to the ball of the right foot. Turn that thumb toward the ground. Press hand and foot into each other. Roll the ribs open. And reach out left arm overhead. Good. Inhale, take it up. Plant that left hand behind you. Right arm comes up. Come onto the left shin. Point through the right toes. Stargazer. Reach your right arm back. And the exhale lowers back down. Let's take the soles of the feet together. The knees wide like a butterfly. Start tall and proud. Take a big inhale. Exhale to fold forward. So give you guys a nice cool down after all that work we did today. And please make sure you don't skip Shavasana, y'all. I know you're out there doing it, all right? I see the numbers dropping off at the end of class. Give yourself time to rest. We're not there yet, though, so stay with me. Full breath. Slowly walk up. Take your knees together, give a little squeeze. Let's extend the legs along in front. Find the sit bones on the mat, toes flex up, arms up, inhale, lift out the ribs. Exhale, reach for the toes. Can't reach? What do you do? Oh, look at that. Full breath. Inhale, slowly rolls up. Exhale, come to lay down on your back. Take the knees to the chest. Little squeeze, maybe a little rock left and right. We'll take a supine twist today before we close out practice, so stay with me. From here, take your arms out to either a T or a goalpost shape. Let's keep both knees bent today. Take an inhale. On the exhale, let your knees drop to the left. You may need to walk that left hip a little bit more underneath you. Look over the right shoulder. Allow the right shoulder to stay grounded. And focus breath to the low belly, and more importantly, the low back. Full breath cycle. carefully draw through center, knees and gaze. And then exhale, knees to the right, look to the left. Again, you can always walk that hip a little more underneath you if necessary. Left shoulder stays grounded. Breath concentrates to the low belly and back. Full breath cycle. Inhale to draw through center. Take your hands around your shins, give a little squeeze. Press the small of your back down into your mat. And then make that squeeze bigger. Arms around the shins, forehead in to meet the knees. Close your eyes. Give yourself a big tight squeeze. Show yourself some gratitude. If anything, just for making it to your mat today, for showing up for yourself. Take your biggest inhale of your day, squeeze. Exhale, Shavasana, the good stuff. Don't skip it. Let your arms and legs go long. Let your toes fall wide. Eyelids closed. Return to your natural breath here. Now friends, I am going to stay here with you for a few breath cycles today. You may rest as long as you need to, but if you'd like, you can just stay with me and I'll guide you out of this momentarily. We settle in, let the body grow heavy, be easy in stillness. Let those little wiggles turn into circles of the wrists and ankles. Sorry, I lost connection for a moment. From there, reach the arms overhead, find a nice big good morning stretch. Lengthen the spine, fingers and toes pull away from each other. And on the exhale, roll onto your right side. Take your time. If possible, keep your eyes closed. On an inhale, gently press up to a seat. Find a nice tall spine here. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, chin to chest. I want to encourage you to give yourself a moment here to simply sit with this connection to your breath, your heartbeat, and to all that work you just did. Perhaps even after this video ends, you choose to stay here and sit in meditation for a few minutes. maybe not. Yourself why you showed up on your mat this evening. We remind ourselves that yoga is more than just a physical practice. But even in the physical, there are lessons to be learned. So what can you take with you today? And what can you leave behind? Take a deep breath in. Big cleansing exhale. Now, as always, the light in me honors, acknowledges, and loves that same light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Sorry, it's kind of dark in my room now. Yeah, really just a pleasure and a joy to be here with you. My name is Anna MC. You can find me on Instagram at the.anna.mc. Please remember to donate if you can at blackswanyoga.com/live, and feel free to reach out to me with any questions you have.